Let's spend a few minutes talking about what to do in early labor before it's time to go to the hospital. You'll probably be spending a fair amount of time at home dealing with contractions that are not strong enough or long enough to necessitate you going to the hospital, but you ought to do something. So I think our best bet is to try to distract yourself early on. And what people often find is if they go out for a walk, they often kind of minimize their contractions. They're noticing what's going on around them, and they want to keep walking. They don't want to stop and let everybody see them pausing. So a walk would be a good thing. Some people will plan activities to do, and I think this is a very good idea. Plan activities that are engaging. Like some people are crafts people. They like to knit, or they like to paint, or they like to sew. And it's nice to have a goal. I know one of our expectant parents was a knitter and said, I have to finish this baby hat before the baby's born. So she was sitting there knitting and really was engaged in getting that done. And it took her mind off the contractions to a certain amount. Some people will bake bread. I love the idea of baking bread because you have to knead it, and it's an old custom that is, as old as having babies practically. Things like puzzles. Some people like to do jigsaw puzzles. Some like to play games. I would play games that you really want to win. I don't think you want to just lie down and let your partner win. But anyway, things that will engage you and keep you going. Now, and at times it may seem that the contractions are becoming more stronger, closer, and you'll want to time them from time to time. There'll come a point when the contractions are strong enough and long enough that you cannot remain distracted all the way through. You can't focus on your knitting or your baking during that time. And that's your signal of when to start using the ritual that you've learned of relaxation, breathing, and focus. So when you feel a contraction coming, instead of continuing the knitting, you put the knitting down and then you focus on, okay, thinking about every out breath as a relaxing breath all the way through till it's over. And having a set of activities like that that are comforting and relaxing at the same time, that's going to help you get through the labor until you have to go to the hospital.